वही भरता है भरो और क्या.
Hello everyone, I am Aman Kumar and I am from UP Ghaziabad and I have done BTech in 2022 from AKTU Abdul Kalam Technical University and currently I am pursuing MTech from IIT JEE Dhanbad in Mechanical Engineering, and today I am going to cover some fundamental topic of physics that we will cover today. So some fundamental topics. First we will study that is axis. What is axis? Okay. Then we will study planes. And third one we will study rigid body. And fourth one we will study deformable body. Deformable body. Then we will study stress, how the stress generated, and last one we will study strain. Okay, so I just listed out some topics that I will cover today. First one is the axis, second one will be the planes. What will be the planes? Third one will be the rigid body, and fourth one will be the deformable body, and fifth one will be the stress, and final that will be the strain. So let's cover first, that is axis. Generally we have three axes. Done. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is z-axis. People get confused in the third axis, that is z-axis. What will be the z-axis? Basically, this one is the x-axis, this one is the y-axis, and the third axis that is coming out from the board, that is the third axis, that is the z-axis. Basically, all three axes are mutually perpendicular to each other. Please be conscious to this topic. That is, all three axes are mutually perpendicular to each of them. Okay, these are the third axis. All three axes we have. And now coming to the, now I think clear with the axis everyone. Now come to the plane. So we have the three plane as well. This is the plane basically. XY, ZX, ZY, and this is the ZX. So we have the three planes that we have. Basically, this is the XY plane, this is the YZ plane, and this is the ZX plane. Let me show with the example. Basically, you can understand from this book as well. So this one is the XY plane. Everyone can see this one is the XY plane, and this is the YZ plane. This one, this face, try to look this face. This is the YZ plane, this is the XY plane, this is the YZ plane. Third one, this one, please try to understand this one. This is the ZX plane we have. Students, please try to mind it. This is the XY plane, XY. This is the YZ plane, and this one is the ZX plane. So three planes, I think clear everyone. So we have three planes basically. We can include the multiple planes here, like infinite plane we can include from in all these three planes, but we generally study three planes only, and most of the things that we covered in the three planes basically. So I think everyone is clear with all three planes, that is XY plane, YZ plane, and ZX plane. So let me erase this one. Now come to the very important topic, that is the rigid body. Rigid body. First of all, let me clear one thing. This is the hypothetical body. In this body, if we apply any amount of force, the body, any amount of force, the body will not get deformed. The body will not get deformed. So understood? In basically in the rigid body, if we apply any amount of force, the body will not get deformed. Okay, if suppose we have this body in this lamina, suppose in the XY plane we have this body. Okay, in the XY plane we have this body. Okay, we apply the force like this, F1, this F2, this F3, this F4. So one resultant force come out from this picture, that is Fr. Okay, any amount of force that we applied in the body, the body will not get deformed, it will accelerate. What will happen? The body will accelerate. The net resultant force of this body try to accelerate the body, but body will not get deformed. So this is the basically concept of rigid body we have. So whatever the amount of force that we applied, the body will not get deformed, body will accelerate. Basically this body will accelerate, and in this one we will study in this one we will study in applied mechanics. What is such type of body that we studied in applied mechanics, not in the solid mechanics? That I will talk to later basically. So I think everyone is clear with the rigid body. First one what we study axis, then second one plane, and third one will be the rigid body. So I think everyone is clear with this three topics. Now coming back to the another fundamental topics we have, that is deformable body. Now we have deformable body, my dear students. Deformable body. Basically in the deformable body, if we apply the force, the body will get deformed. The body will get deformed. So that kind of body is basically deformable body. If you apply enough force in the body will get deformed. Such type of body, that suppose we have a lamina dike XY plane that we have. Suppose this is the body we have. Suppose this is the body. Okay. Suppose I applied a F force here and another F force here. Okay. So this was the initial dimension of the body is A, B, C, D. So let me extract out this body here in the bigger size, so that will be easy to understand to everyone. Okay, this is A, B, C and D. Now clear? So if we apply the force, then what will happen? This body will get deformed. So we have A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. Understood? The body will get, due to the compressive force, the body will get shrink. Suppose this is the body we have. If I apply the force, the body will get shrink. That body will get deformed. So the dimension of such a body has been changed. Initially it was A, B, C, D. Understood? And then after the applying force, it becomes A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. So such kind of phenomena we have in the deformable body. Okay. So by this topic, basically we study the deformable body in the solid mechanics. In the solid mechanics. Okay. Or strength of material, or whatever you would say. In the solid mechanics, such kind of body we study. So from this phenomena, two things generated basically, that is the stress and strain. So everyone is clear about the deformable body as well. So now come into the stress basically. So let me erase it out first. Now come to the stress. Now let me tell you the definition first. The stress is the ratio of resisting force per unit area. That is the ratio of resisting force by the body per unit area. Okay, so basically this is the ratio of resisting force per unit area. Suppose we have a body. This is the body we have, A, B, C, D. Considering a single plane, that is the XY plane basically. This is the body A, B, C, D. Suppose I applied a force F. F force I apply. Okay. So what will happen? This body will get deformed. Okay. Earlier I just explained about this in that deformable body basically. So it will get deformed. Okay. So the final dimension of the body will be A dash, B dash, C dash and D dash. Understood? And what is the dimension? What is the definition we have? That is the resisting force. The highlighted thing in this definition is that is the resisting force, my friends. This is the resisting force of the body per unit area. Suppose I applied the resisting force per unit area. Suppose now one thing comes in your mind, that is I write a force per unit area, that is whatever the force that I applied, the same thing that I mentioned in the formula as well. Because by the magnitude according to the Newton's law, third law basically, whatever the amount of force you applied on the body, the same amount of force will be applied by the body as well. So by the same phenomena, as we apply the F force to the body will also apply to the F force in the resisting nature. So this is the resisting force. This is the applied force and this is the resisting force per unit area. Okay, so this is the stress. And now unit we will have, that is Newton per meter square or Newton per mm square. That is the Pascal or megapascal. That is the Pascal or megapascal. As now one more thing, that is strain. Now we have strain basically. So one thing comes in your mind, which one comes first? As the body dimension is changes, initially it was A, B, C, D, and now finally it becomes A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. So body dimension has been changed now. So what things comes first? Stress or strain? That is the big question. So basically I would say the strain comes first. Okay, the strain comes first. And one thing I cleared initially, we are studying a deformable body basically. So strain comes first and then stress comes. So what is the strain basically? This is the ratio of change in dimension upon original dimension. Okay, so now let's take an example of body. Suppose we have a body ABCD. Okay, now the dimension of this body has been changed to A, B, B dash and C dash, this one. So initially the length was L, final the length was L dash. A change in length becomes delta L. Okay, so the strain becomes now strain will be, this is the longitudinal, I am considering the longitudinal direction now, so this is the longitudinal strain, that is change in length upon original length. So this is the strain basically we have. This is dimensionless or unitless. This is dimensionless or unitless. So this is the topic that I covered today. So this is from my side basically. Thank you.